Welcome to the channel. It's late in the day. We're at a good stopping point on all the race cars in the building. I've got my black clothes on in preparation for all this soot. So let's start working on the GTR. So what I'd like to start with is get this damaged glass cut out of the car. Like this windshield and what's left of this rear glass. And I think the quarter glass over there, there's some residue of glass over there. I'd like to get it out also. In order to get the windshield out, I've got to pull this molding here off. And I'm pretty sure I know how it comes out, but it might be a learning curve on that. So let's get this thing out from underneath the shed and start getting this molding off. Alright, so we're going to start on this side because this is the worst of the two moldings. And if I break a molding coming off with it, I'd rather break the one that's in the worst shape. So we'll get this door open here. We're going to take this little rubber seal down, which will expose some screws and some clips, I think. And we'll take the screws out, and then there's some clips going down this way on the top. And then we should be able to take this off. I'm glad I pulled this thing in because it is starting to rain. But once I get this off, actually I may have to pull this little trim molding right here off too. So we'll take this off, we'll get this off, probably pull these windshield wipers off and this trim here so I can get this windshield cut out. Alright, so wow, I'm pretty dirty already, and that's just from cutting the glass out. So I did get all the damaged glass cut out. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm not a very good glass man, turns out. I don't have the right tools. Those are my excuses anyways. So I'm definitely going to pay somebody to cut out that quarter glass that's good, because I don't want to risk damaging it, just in case when I do get a parts car, I need that glass. So we're going to pay somebody to take that out. It's getting kind of late. It took me longer to get this the windshield and the back glass and stuff out. A lot longer than I thought it was going to. I'm covered in sweat. I'm totally drenched, and I don't really want to climb in this car soaking wet, because then I'll have to go home with no clothes on, because I will ruin the interior of whatever car I'm driving. But so I'm going to take the vacuum cleaner. I'm going to vacuum out some of the broken glass on the dash and try to vacuum out some of the large debris, and then come back in the morning and we'll climb in this thing and start taking out the interior. I'm going to go ahead and put a respirator on too, because someone told me that when there's a burn car like this, it releases chemicals or carcinogens or stuff that's bad for you. I'm not climbing the car yet, but I am vacuuming it, so I'm going to go ahead and wear this respirator just to be safe. It's already starting to look a little bit better. A little bit of armor all. This dash will be good as new. Alright, so I've got another window of opportunity where I can work on my GTR. I'm going to put an old paint suit on so I can climb in this thing and not get super dirty. So, all that's left to do now is just embrace the horror and just climb in this thing and start taking out parts. Alright, so I'm trying to get this seat out, and I got the front bolts out of the front pieces here, and the back bolts are shrouded by the seat, and the seat is all the way back, and it's an electric seat. So I kind of started fiddling around trying to figure out which one of these motors is actually the one that moves the seat forward, and I've determined that it's this motor right here. So I cut the wires to it, and it's got 2 leads, so I just hooked a jump box to it, and let's see if it moves. Yes, it does. Alright, so there, now I've got the bolts uncovered, so now I can get this seat the rest of the way out. Now I'm going to take the shop vac and start vacuuming out some of this smaller debris in the car. Hopefully it'll look a little bit better after the vacuum. Alright, so it looks a little better after the vacuuming. We still got a lot more stuff to take out, so let's get back to it. Alright, so I've got a lot of the interior out. Let's have a look inside. Let me show you what I found. So as I was taking out the interior, I was kind of taking my time and just sifting through everything. The main reason was I was trying to find the key. I'm not even sure why I want the key, because I probably won't be able to use it with the new dash, but I kind of wanted to look for it and see if I could find even the remnants of it, and I did not, but I did find some other cool things. Like, there's some change that's melted into the center console here, that's money to the good. I found some other loose change in here also. You can see here it's not burnt that bad right in here. There's a lot of styrofoam that goes underneath the carpet here that survived partially, but you can see in the back, and even the dash, if you pull back the part that's basically the leather, the plastic underneath is not bad. So I don't know, maybe we'll try to carbon wrap this dash. I'm still going to get another dash for it, but maybe I'll try to do something custom with the skeleton of this dash if it's usable. But let me show you some of the cool stuff that I found. So in the driver's seat, I found an iPhone, and it has a case on it, and it may actually clean up and work. The screen's not cracked. It doesn't look like it is. So I'm going to get that cleaned up and plug it up and see if I can make it work. Got this little keychain deal here. It says Cobb. That's probably what the key was attached to. It's weird that this survived and the key didn't. But also found some more change here, some loose change. There's over $1 right there, so we're to the good on that. We found a Bic cigarette lighter, which is interesting that it didn't explode or at least burn up. We also have a USB type charger, and this box was in the back. I don't know if you can read that. It's upside down. It says safety device, and it's got a Nissan part number on it. And inside the box is this charred remains here. And just on further inspection, this looks like maybe it was an airbag. So this car had a brand new Nissan airbag in the back seat when it caught fire, which is odd. But let me show you something else I found. This is really cool. So when I pulled this center piece right here off the dash right there, it actually gave me access to see down inside the glove box. And I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me get the flashlight. You can see down in there, there's actually paperwork and some other stuff in the glove box that didn't catch on fire and burn up. So let's see if we can get this glove box open and see what's inside there. Alright, so we've got this glove box open. Check this out. This is an ethanol content analyzer. It tells you how much the percentage is of ethanol is in the fuel, which is very cool. Now, the module looks okay. It has a little bit of smoke damage. The wire looks okay as far as I can see it, but I'll have to trace it back behind the dash into the engine compartment. It may be damaged up in there. This piece may be salvageable. I'm not sure. We'll have to see once I figure out where that wire goes. Now let me show you the paperwork that was in there. So this Cobb little tuner box was in there, and I got excited. There's the wire, opened it up, but the tuner itself is not there. So got a little case for a Cobb tuner. The actual window sticker of the car was in there, which is very cool. That's how much this thing sold for new. There's some dyno sheets, some napkins, 2 nutserts, a receipt from T1 Race Development, and some personal stuff for the insurance information, which I got covered up there. But it's really amazing to me that all this paper survived inside the glove box, and even this little Cobb case survived without even being singed or damaged at all, which is really cool, I guess. But this is what was in there. Nothing of real value except for this. This has value to me, the window sticker. That's kind of cool. So let's climb back in this thing and start taking some more stuff out. Alright, so we got some more stuff taken out of this thing. We got the shifter removed. We've got the emergency brake handle removed. Parts of the center console we got taken loose. We've got a few more things to unbolt here, some more modules. I started getting the wiring harness loose. I unbolted this module, took it up. So I'm probably going to have to get into the trunk to get some of those wires out of the trunk to take them loose inside there so I can pull them through this little firewall here to get this old wiring harness out. Once I get the wiring harness out of my way from the back, everything in the back pretty much will be taken out. What we need to do next is get this airbag out, the steering wheel off, and start getting this dash out. We can also start pulling these door panels off and getting this door panel off. Oh, this is another thing I found in the door panel. 1320 video stickers. Check it out. They didn't get really messed up either. It's kind of cool. 1320 video. Holla at your boy. Alright, so we've made a little bit of headway on the interior on this thing. We still have a lot to go. I'm trying not to work on this during the day so that it doesn't interfere with working on the race cars, because a lot of these cars have deadlines that I'm trying to meet, and this one really doesn't. So, but I still want to get it done just for the fact that I want my GTR done, right? So working on this thing in the evening takes a little bit longer, but it's going to get done. Tomorrow we're going to come back and finish getting this interior out. Hopefully I can get it the rest of the way out tomorrow evening. And at that point we'll just see what we're going to do next on this thing. I'm not quite sure what the next step would be once we get the interior out. I think I want to get it up on the lift, but I've got to get the Ferrari off the lift to get the GTR up. Never thought I'd be saying those words. That's rich man problems, right? Gotta get the Ferrari off the lift so that I can get the GTR on it.
And look at this car here. It reminds me of Buford T. Justice saying, "There's no way you come from my loins. That's why I'm going to bust your mama right in the mouth when I get home."
Alright, so that's going to be about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and this is the first time you're ever seeing me, and you like content like this, consider subscribing and clicking on the bell icon. That way you won't miss any future content. If you have any thoughts or questions, leave it in the comment section down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya!